Oh, hello. I did not realize you were standing there. If you are interested, I would be happy to explain what I'm doing right now. Currently, I'm working on a design for a large wind farm project. Extremely challenging. I can tell you the ground conditions are a real nightmare. The soil investigation report shows up to 7 meters of peat. On top of this soft soil layer, I need to design 30 kilometers of access roads for heavy truck traffic and 15 temporary working platforms which carry up to 750-ton mobile cranes. And all of this on a subgrade I can hardly walk on. My client is expecting a safe, economic and ecological solution. To achieve this ambitious task, I'm using a geocomposite from Naue, which is called Combigrid. This product improves the bearing capacity of soft soils in combination with granular fill materials. It's amazing. Let me show you how this product is made. Combigrid is a combination of a laid geogrid which is firmly bonded to a separation and filtration geotextile by a unique welding technology. This special geocomposite has a long and successful history over more than 20 years now. In many different applications, like in unpaved roads, paved roads, temporary working platforms and railways and many, many more, Combigrid has shown its excellent performance. Naues Combigrid really has some exciting features, which help me to solve the problems in my wind farm project. To not take too much of your time, I will focus on 3 main features and it will explain to you the benefits we can derive from them. Here is the first one. With its geogrid and geotextile component, Combigrid can be classified as a multifunctional geocomposite. But what does that mean? Combigrid combines the functions of stabilization, reinforcement, separation and filtration. 4 functions in one product. That's impressive. But how can these functions help me in my project? The stabilization function is related to interlock of the aggregate with the geogrid apertures. This minimizes lateral movement of the granular material on top of Combigrid and within the base course. The lateral restraint reduces rutting at the surface of the access road. With its reinforcement function, Combigrid from Naue contributes significant tensile strength to the aggregate, which increases its stiffness. Since soil and rock has little to no tensile strength, this function is essential to increase the resistance against deformation in my access roads and working platforms. All this helps the soil to consolidate and to gain strength over time. Problem solved. That's great. Combining all 4 functions in one product really helps me with a tight schedule in my project. Having to install only one product instead of several individual products means that I can eliminate several work steps, so I save time in the end. Very efficient. The second outstanding feature of Combigrid is its high biaxial and multi-axial tensile stiffness. As we have just learned, soil is very weak in absorbing tensile forces. So the geosynthetic must provide resistance against these critical deformations. This can be the surface rutting in our temporary roads or differential settlements of a crane on top of the working platform. One of the key indicators of the resistance of a geosynthetic product is its tensile stiffness. Stresses in the base course are distributing in a multi-axial manner, like below the wheel of a truck. Underneath the square outrigger crane pad, they are more likely to distribute in a biaxial way. No matter which of the 2 models becomes decisive, the geogrid should always provide as much tensile resistance as possible, especially at very low elongations. And that is exactly what Combigrid from Naue does. Let us look at how efficiently Combigrid deals with this issue. A unique manufacturing technique is pre-stretching the bars of the geogrid component of our Combigrid geocomposite. This process increases the resistance to tension and it reduces the strain behavior like it is achieved with pre-stressed steel. This gives Combigrid an advantage over products with lower tensile stiffness, as you can see in this animation. The superior tensile stiffness of Combigrid corresponds to greater resistance against soil deformation in biaxial as well as in multi-axial direction. So what does that mean? This will result in less deformation of the improved soil layer that is placed on top of Combigrid and allows economic designs with reduced layer thickness, less maintenance and increased service life of the structure. Many advantages in one solution. The third feature is something we can see with our eyes. If we take a closer look at the Geogrid component of Combigrid, we will spot that it has an embossed surface. The roughened surface of Combigrid enables a good frictional bond to finer grained soils, like for example silts or sand. In comparison to products with smooth surface, this ensures a good frictional bond to fine-grained subgrade and prevents sliding on top of it. Secondly, it reduces particle movement in finer-grained base or subbase materials, like for example sand. And what benefit do we get from it? In case that good quality aggregate is not available close to the site, the possibility of using lower quality fills will reduce transport costs significantly and widens the range of suitable fill materials. So these are the three main features. You might say, that sounds convincing, but at the same time you might be wondering to what extent such statements are scientifically and objectively proven. Universities and independent test institutes all around the world have taken a closer look at Combigrid, in lab tests as well as in large-scale field trials. The results gained from all of these research projects have helped Naue as the manufacturer to clearly identify the unique features and to further develop the product to make it even better. The technical expertise, which was gained over more than 20 years of research and development, together with the service that Naue is offering, has led to a large number of successfully carried out projects all around the world. Wow, when I see all those locations, Combigrid has obviously visited more places in the world than I ever will. Based on the extensive research I've just talked about, Naue has developed its own design software. This software is easily accessible via the Naue portal website. Different software packages are available to design economic and ecological alternatives against conventional solutions, which do not take the benefit of geosynthetics into consideration. Well, now we have learned quite a lot about Naue's Combigrid. Let me quickly summarize the features and benefits that Combigrid and Naue can bring you. The multifunctional product is quick and easy to install, which generates time savings. The extraordinary high tensile stiffness allows economic designs with reduced stone quantity, reduced costs and carbon emissions. An embossed surface structure ensures good bond with finer grained soils and widens the range of suitable fill materials. The scientifically proven product performance ensures a reliable design and reduces risks. Available design service and design software allows a quick evaluation of project cost savings. These are certainly not all advantages, but I think we have covered the most important ones. Oh yes, before I forget, I would like to invite you to a webinar. I did unfortunately not have the time to really go into details, but if you want to find out more about Combigrid and the service that Naue can offer you, I would be happy to meet you again at our webinars. So, now I must go. The family is waiting. I hope to see you soon.